Okay, hey guys, hopefully everybody is keeping well. Apologies in my recent videos when there is like a buzzing or frequency sound. I believe there is some interference. I am traveling, moving around, so I'm sure it's not going to be in this video, but if it is, I do humbly apologize. But let's get into this stuff because Diddy is losing weight and we have more legal documents. Hey guys, it's Morali. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Back at again with another video. If you have not subscribed, please do so. It is daily and consistent content. Coming to you guys from... how do I say this? I'm coming to you guys from Canada. I took a 10-hour flight from Barcelona and I am in Canada. This trip was not planned for me to be in Canada. It was a last-minute emergency flight for a family unfortunate issue. Somebody very close to me has passed away. And I don't really want to discuss that until the funeral has commenced. So therefore, I am in Canada. Shout out to anybody who is Canadian that follows me or watches my videos. I mean, although I am British, I do have the Canadian jewel, so you know I'm one of you guys as well. So shout out to my Canadian subscribers and make yourself known if you are in the comments below. But yes, just gotten off a flight, 10 hours, and the fact that I'm fresh, crazy to me. I sleep deprive myself the night before, so I sleep on the flight, so I arrive fresh. A travel tip for those who get long flights. But anyways, let's get into this video. Sorry for the long intro. I really am, because you know me, I get into it quickly. But TMZ are reporting from new sketches that have been released that Diddy is not so puffy anymore. He's losing a lot of weight. Diddy was looking thinner during his appearance in court Thursday, and his face looked skinnier, leading to lots of people speculating that he has not been eating in jail. Others thought that the criminal case was definitely getting to him because he has shed a lot of pounds, and it is definitely something that has changed him. Now, in this new specific court sketch from the 10th of 2024, we can see that Diddy has lost a lot of weight. We're told Diddy was also trying to hunker down in his Miami mansion for a long time this year as the feds were investigating him. And during this time, he tried to get into a physical and mental regime because he knew what was going on. I'll also say Diddy was exercising to remain in physical shape. I honestly don't believe that. I believe he began to lose weight because of stress, because he knew what was coming. That's why he was in New York. He knew he was going to be arrested. And that, of course, has expedited whilst he's been in jail where, you know, things have just gotten quite bad for him. Basically, is looking like he's losing a lot of weight, because here you can see his jawline is a lot more thinner, very different to his court sketches from when he first was arrested. So from the time that he was first arrested to now, he's lost a lot of weight. So those reports stating that he's not eating the food, it's either laced or maggot induced or whatever the hell you want. Maggot induced, I don't know, like if they've got maggots in there or something. I believe that those reports are true because we can now see that he has lost weight from when he was arrested to how he looks now. And in that time frame, he has been in prison. So prior, this physical regimen he was planning for is not really valid in this statement, because we're referring to the difference in his weight from when he was in prison to now for the second hearing whilst he's still in prison, and he's definitely losing a lot of weight. Sean Diddy Combs, there are other reports coming out saying that when it comes to one thing that he's struggling with, it's the food, and that he doesn't like the food anyway. So again, this other report about the food, and that this is what, you know, he's upset with, and it's corroborating the recent report via TMZ that he's lost a lot of weight. So he doesn't like the food, he's not eating it, and he definitely feels that there are enemies around him. He's probably very paranoid as well, and with the withdrawal symptoms and being sober off everything, it's a very humbling experience, and eventually he will come to terms with the madness of what he's done. That's probably why he takes so much pink powder, so much of these powders 24/7, because he realizes and understands what he does, but then takes these substances to just pretend and forget. And I think that's why it became an addiction. Now we have some legal documents, the Diddy docket, civil edition. It looks like Dawn Richards' case, which we spoke about a couple of weeks ago, against Diddy, is pushed back to 2025 in anticipation of a number of pre-motion letters and in light of the fact that some defendants have yet to appear. This is intriguing to me, because who are these defendants? Who are these other people that are going to be attached to this lawsuit that is also going to be facing stuff? Again, RICO charges anyways from his main lawsuit, but this Dawn Richards one has been pushed back, but I didn't know that there were other defendants. Are there also going to be celebrities? Are they going to be henchmen? We don't know, but that's been confirmed that that is being pushed back for, 2025. It looks like 2025 is a busy year for Diddy. He's got many lawsuits coming on, it is very intriguing to say the least. Now, as we know that the request for immediate release pending decision on the bail motion by 3-judge panel was denied, which we reported in my recent video. But however, it's also being reported by legal documents, there will be an argument before 3 judges and when it happens. Now, honestly, I didn't think this would take place, and a lawyer agrees. Megan kind of says, are they actually going to hear an argument, or will they just rule on the papers once the USA files opposition? But it definitely looks like they are going to hear some type of argument from him. The lawyers for Sean Diddy Combs have filed their motion for bail with the Second Circuit US Court of Appeals, and it's now, for some reason, guys, sealed from public view. Diddy's team have decided to seal it. This after they indicated in the trial court filing that they're citing discovery subject to a protective order. They've now decided to seal this. I didn't think the Second Circuit would hear an oral argument on a bail appeal that's been denied so many times, but it looks like that it may be going that way. So that is some kind of good news for Diddy in some kind of way, that yes, the bail motion was denied, but they are still willing to hear that argument from a 3-way judge panel. So that argument looks like it's definitely going to take place. Again, basically, layman terms, Diddy is desperate. He wants to get out. He's pushing his lawyers for this, and that's basically what he wants them to do, to make sure that they get out of this madness. So, a few legal documents, some fresh updates. Diddy is not eating, and the court sketches have shown this. He's lost a lot of weight on his jawline and etc. I don't believe it's got anything to do with physical health regimes. I think it's definitely got everything to do with stress eating, doesn't want to be killed by or any of the food laced, and that is just not hygienic for him, and it's very different. That is the one thing that he's struggling from, according to reports, in comparison to living in mansions, to what he's eating right now. The Dawn Richards case is one case that we also have to keep an eye on. We have to look at this with like a bird's eye view, guys, because there's just a lot of things going on, and we have to look at everything at the same time. So we'll just see what happens when it comes to the supersede indictment from AUSA Johnson. Are there going to be more charges? It looks like as well. So things are going to get very busy. This is just the beginning of this conversation. We haven't even reached a point where he might be sentenced and how long he'd be sentenced for. That was probably going to happen in, honestly, 2 years. I know he wants a speedy trial, but I genuinely feel like with the magnitude of this case, it's going to be dragged out for a very long time. So we all need to buckle up. And then we need to look at the Dawn Richards case, all of these other civil lawsuits, Mr. Busby and the 120 individual lawsuits and 25 of them were minors. We have to look at all of that as well. So it's a lot of stuff, and it can evidently overwhelm us quite easily. But as long as we stay on tab, as long as I give you guys these videos, no matter where I am in the world, and I get everything to you guys in under 10 minutes, we guys will have a thorough understanding of what is going on. Do let me know your thoughts on when it comes to this video. Do subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. Shout out to anybody who is in Canada right now. I am in your country, my country as well, to be honest with you. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are when it comes to this, because these legal documents are coming out daily at this point. Even though the next hearing is going to be in December, I would expect a lot more legal documents to come up prior for me to update you guys on. Subscribe, and I'll catch you guys soon.